Join us today as we talk to Britney Wallesch, Executive Director and founder of Black Dog Animal Rescue, about pets, renting, and owners.
My name is Britney Wallesch, and I'm the founder and executive director at Black Dog Animal Rescue. A lot of times when we have people that are renting and they're looking to move and take their pet with them to a new rental property, we really encourage them to reach out to their potential landlord and just have a really honest conversation about the pets that they have, what those personalities are like, what their experience with them in other rentals properties have been. And we also think it's really important, if you're renting, to consider size and exercise requirements for your dog, just in case you don't have a fenced-in yard or something in your rental property to let them run. It's also important to think about spaying and neutering your pets, especially when you live in a rental, because spaying and neutering reduces nuisance behaviors that cause a lot of people problems at home. So things like marking in the house, even destructive tendencies, or the desire to escape and roam free. All of those are going to cause problems for your landlord, problems for your neighbors, and can certainly a lot of times be reduced through spaying. Some of the tips that we like to offer property owners who are considering pet-friendly policies are to insist that your renters' pets, if they're dogs and cats, be spayed or neutered. We think that you are within your rights to request vaccination records for those animals. And we think that if you have owners who can furnish that information, you're already a step towards identifying some pretty responsible pet owners and people who are taking some basic precautions with their animals. Other things you can always consider are reasonable pet deposits or an extra monthly fee. We certainly know that people who rent have a lot of value in those animals and are probably going to be willing to pay a little bit extra to keep those animals in their home with them. And then you can use that extra money to set aside for any potential damages. You can also do things like furnish your homes with hard floors so that you reduce some of the wear and tear on carpet. And also keep, if you have a property that has a fenced-in yard area where an animal is going to be allowed to free roam, it's really important that you take care as a property owner to make sure that those fences are secure and sturdy, because you don't want to put the animal at any risk of being able to escape just because the property isn't well maintained. And those things are going to help ensure that the animals are well taken care of, that they stay home, they stay happy, and that they have owners who are looking out for their best interests. So some of the advice that we offer at Black Dog for people who are looking to adopt and who rent is to really consider what your living arrangements are going to be down the road or the next place that you're going to move to. Because even if you're in a place now that lets you have a pet, chances are if you move and you try to take that pet with you, you're going to run into some barriers to that. So things that we recommend for renters are to look at the size of the animal that you're choosing to adopt, and of course this is primarily dogs. We a lot of times see weight limits in rental properties that are in the 40 to 50 pound range, so you might want to consider a medium or smaller size dog if you are a renter and you know that you're going to continue to rent for the foreseeable future with your new pet. The other thing that you have to consider, unfortunately, are breed restrictions. We do still see a lot of property owners that have limitations on the kinds of dogs or the breed identification that they're willing to allow. So even if your current property allows you to adopt, say, a pit bull type dog, chances are that your next one is going to give you some problems with that. And while we would like to see some of those breed restrictions loosening up and property owners considering the individual traits and merits of dogs, the reality is that they're not yet. And so we like to encourage people who are renting and probably are going to continue renting for a while to steer clear of breeds of dogs that might be more likely to be included in property restrictions.